Hello everyone and welcome to a game called Cucina Stellata. This is a cooking game, Star Cuisine, an Italian cooking game, and I saw that there's disturbing imagery in it, so do be cautionary. Alright, let's plus any key to continue and continue. 19th century, somewhere in the countryside of Romagna, Italy, there was a chef named Miss Melanie Mew, who was the queen of Wawa. Oh. And she cooked the finest Italian cuisines you could ever have imagined eating. And she is going out to investigate. Great harm comes to those who let themselves be conquered by wine. Little by little they grow nauseated by food and find nourishment almost entirely in the drink. Thus they degrade themselves in the eyes of the world, becoming ridiculous, dangerous, and beastly. Well, I've never been a fan of wine, so I don't really have to worry about that one. It's not the best drink. It doesn't taste as good as orange juice does. Orange juice tastes way better, especially with some vodka poured over it. Not gonna lie. Alright, but I haven't drank in a while, so that's good. Right? That's good. Let me just stop talking about my drinking life. Add oil to the pan. Alright. That is wine. There you go. Chop the onion, carrot, and celery and add them to the pan. Alright. Chop. I make the finest Italian cuisine. I must chop them very good. I made a salad with no lettuce. A lettuceless salad just for the pan. Now we're gonna add some meat. Ground beef it. Pour the red wine into the pan. And we add the wine for good measure. Ho. I had to turn the volume down. My ears can only handle so much of that pan cackling. Grab the tomato sauce from the shelf. Add it to the pan. Where is the shelf? Where's the shelf at? Tomatoes. There's a shelf back here. I mean, that looks like a shelf, doesn't it? Oh, I can walk. There we go. Let's go. Wow, what else are we putting in this pan? Paste the tortellini in the pots. Where is the tortellini? Tortellini. Where is the tortellini? Seems like a lot of components. I've never thought about mixing wine and... Oh, there it is. It's already there. Write in the notebook. The Notebook. I watched that movie once. Oh no, what's it saying? They say that curiosity is a dangerous trap, leading man into the abyss from which he can never return. It is the same hypocritical world which claims to not care about food that makes no civil or religious celebration, without eventually spreading the tablecloth and trying to eat as heartily as possible. Therefore, I say, always choose for your raw materials the finest goods, for these will make an impression, and if this precious fruit, of who knows where origin, is as rare as I believe, it must cost as much or even more than truffles. But caution must be exercised with hope and fervor, for hidden prayers already hold future sorrow. I am repulsed by witnessing, as they say, the desecration of God's grace, yet indulgence and appetite are too great. Add tortellini to the pan. We had to write that down right in the middle of plate dish. In the middle of our cooking regiment about how much we don't like that people are like, oh man, food is, they don't care about food, but yet they try to celebrate and then they eat as much food as possible. How dare they celebrate something using food when they claim to not care about real cuisines like my Italiano pasta. Meals like these make me feel like a neophyte in the kitchen and in the art of tasting. Not only the quality, but the sheer delight leaves me astonished and my dreams fulfilled. Its sauce blends with so many dishes, keeping such excellent company, that it's worth the effort to satisfy every curiosity and rekindle the fire and the stoves to get back to work and plunge like the deep sea diver in search of the goddess and beauty I adore. I often say that one should only return to food when the stomach persistently cries out for help, yet I inherit almost unbridled erotic instincts from nature, at times nearly ruining my health and everything else. Moreover, if man neither craving food nor experience sexual stimulation, the human race would soon perish. So here I am again. Casseroles, pots, and lids, open your legs, aromas of the undergrowth, sautés, and braids of garlic, for I have returned amongst you. This guy is acting like he's the god of food or something. He creates only the best Italiano pasta dishes you can imagine. Grab the onion, carrot, and celery from the shelf and add them to the pot. Even when his own life and health depends on it, he would much rather have a fine cuisine. Now we're gonna boil them. Add oil to the pan. Grab the onions from the top shelf and carry them and add them to the pan. Alright. I'm glad he carries them all at once. I am adding them to the pan. Oh, do I have to chop them? I have to chop them. My bad. Let me just do the chopperonis. I'm gonna chopperoni your macaronis. We're gonna add the pasta delights to the pasta pan. Go to the cellar, grab the clear, and cut the meat. Okay. We finally get to take a look back here. I think this is where the disturbing imagery comes in. Oh. Hi. How you doing, friendo? I feel like this is the meat you're talking about, right here, not that live thing you got there. That looks like a baby alien. Really? You want me to hurt this abomination? Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I actually don't. No! Oh! Please, stop. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. I'd give you pain pills if I had them. I'm sorry. Oh God. I am a monster. That poor alien creature. Return to the kitchen. Close the door. What if this is poison? I mean, it looks like he ate from him before. Place the meat on the cutting board and dust it with the flour. That poor thing. Add the meat to the pan. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, my heart. Pour the broth from the pot into the pan. Is it really that good? Pour the tomato sauce in the pan. You had the. No, oh, why did you do that? This is just sickness. This isn't out of fear of alien life. This is just a sick, mad lad in search of a fine cuisine. I quiver in anticipation, and I can barely restrain my restless, twitching fingers that cease my twitching fat fingers, because I'm so fat and disgusting from all the food I eat. I'm overweight. I can barely walk through this hallway. I have to press A and D to turn you. That's because you're so massive. Yeah, I'm defending the alien creature. Yeah, I am. I don't like that. Oh God. Twitching finger that ceaselessly torments my beard, as if trying to spread the remnants of a flavor that once passed through it. It is neither sweet nor bitter, nor sour nor salty. Perhaps it isn't even a flavor, not really. It's a sensation, an enchanting shiver that sneaks into my mouth and throat, something slimy and indefinable that leaves behind a brutal echo, an aftertaste that never fades. There is no way to describe it, for no words exist to define it. So it's like a drug trip. Oh, God. Yep, this is why that atmospheric stuff was happening with the... Yeah, this is his drug trip. This is what we're going on. This alien creature gave him a drug trip with his body. Oh God, I'm a monster. It is certainly a flavor, but not one that human taste has ever experienced before, nor could it ever hope to savor. A shadow that does not exist on the world's taste buds, and that seems to feed alternatively and contrary on something within me. Even every other ingredient appears diseased, contaminated by its proximity, producing twisted fruits with a taste so warped that no one would dare try them, except those who, unbound by the dogmas and chains imposed by traditional cuisine, claim for themselves a flavor that is not of this world. It is like a painter's discovery of a new color or a chilling nuance, one that seems as though it had always been available, ignored in a remote corner for our darkest iris, atrophied, unaccustomed to surprise, and unprepared for its shock. Bro. This is why we cannot feast on unearthly things. Unearthly things will make us hate all the other food on Earth. And then how are we supposed to live once this guy is all finished up and ate? We'll never find a taste like that again, unless another one comes and crash lands upon you. So now your taste buds are going to become so refined that you won't be able to eat anymore, and your one thing that you like the most you will not like anymore, because you cannot find another cuisine like this on Earth, as this is otherworldly. We just use onion this time, which is the best out of celery and carrots. I do like carrots. I used to like carrots. That used to be my favorite. But now I have a very strong appreciation for onions. Can we just eat the hand? Leave this poor guy alone. Oh my God, what are we doing? Where are we gonna cut now? Oh, it's just the other arm, huh? Oh, no, it's... Oh. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not in control here. I kinda am, but I mean, like, I can't. I don't have no other choice. This guy's obsessed with you. Of course, he wants to try it in the innards part. How is that thing still alive? I guess he's an alien. Oh, we're making chunks out of what of that? What was that? What did you grab? His lungs or something? I don't know what that was. Go to the cellar, grab white wine, and pour it into the pan. Okay, I'll go to the cellar. I hope that thing kills us, I'll be honest. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll get my white wine now. I hope that thing gets out. Like, regenerates, gets out, and smashes all my wine bottles. That'll be the worst thing for this guy. I'm gonna close the door. Add the broth into the pan. There you go. Write in the notebook. Yeah, because I'm so great. Once it was said that Protege was man's father, but this one seems like the fare of angels and devils, ogres and Mazapilagul, Magalassi and Marmacule, spirits and essence of myth. I feel my stomach gnashing its teeth, eagerly preparing for a bestial feast. I've listened to the ancestral call of hunger and distinguish every word it utters. Now the palate, now the colon, now even the bile itself, with its ascetic tides, and it's still the shrieking taste buds singing their clear piercing notes. As the pleasure unfolds, alas, a vortex rises from the depths of my innards, a force so impetuous, a spasmodic outburst that fills me with understanding and compassion for all those wild primitive beasts ruled by passion and the violence of flesh. Yeah, whatever you say, man. I hope you're proud of yourself. I bet he is, too. Chop the meat. I'm chopping it more? Okay. Grab the bread from the shelf and slice it. Okay, are we making a sandwich or something? Is that my Italian? I'm not Italian enough to know what this is all about. Oh yeah, it's a sandwich. Bro, I just made a sandwich out of this guy's liver. Back into the drugs I go, boys. Going deep into space with this trip. What other words will you relish me with? Oh my gosh! My words! Certain laws lie hidden within the nature of taste, such that I could have never imagined. I feel every fiber of my body twisting and writhing, seized by a new sensation with every bite. For this flesh does not belong to the earth, nor does the flavor conform to the human order. After a single meager taste, such is its power that all other food loses its usual virtues. Wine turns to water, bread crumbles into ash, and even the air seems laden with an imperceptible scent. So you just had a alien meat and ash sandwich. Yeah, that's a great use of your alien meat there, I guess. Nothing washes away the shadow upon my tongue, as if my very body were learning a new way to perceive the world, a way both wrong and forbidden. And yet, what is most terrifying in the heart of this damp night, with my throat parched and my stomach emptying so swiftly, is that something inside me still longs for that flavor. Yeah, it's forbidden because you're not supposed... Oh my god. I have to do it again? Please don't be sentient. It makes me feel worse. I mean, don't be awake. Oh. It's forbidden because you're a monster and you're not supposed to be doing this. You're a monster. You don't treat your alien guests like this. I bet he wasn't even here to cause any harm. Of course, you don't know that, right? You don't know that if aliens land on your planet, if they're there to cause harm or not. But what if they're not? Wouldn't that be great? We don't have to eat them. Come on. We're just boiled the brain? Boiled brain. What misfortune! What an ill-fated news! Oh, wretched swamp! Oh, foul quagmire! Oh, unholy land that has sheltered me since I was a child! Have you no pity for your own children? You let no food stay wholesome for long, and this one amongst all, so sweet and precious, you can barely stand abundant. A curse upon you! Is this me writing to myself? I have no pity for my own children. I don't know. Egg and place it in the bowl. Let's go get an egg, I guess. I'm gonna go witness what we did to that poor thing. You know, that face looks really unsettling just sitting there. I'll be honest. So let's go get our egg, I guess. Whatever. Maybe I should just, I still want to kind of close the door real quick. There we go. That's better for me, for some reason. It might not do anything. But, you know, let's add this flour here. Add the oil into the bowl. Oil, bowl, oiled. Right, here's the oil. Got it. What am I even doing? Cut the meat. Sliced brain chunks. Just for me. Dust the flour, meat with the flour. Oh, yeah. Coat the meat in the batter. Dust the meat with the flour. Coat the meat with the batter. And add the oil to the pan. Where's the oil? There's the pan. Add the meat to the pan. Yummity yummity yum. Right in the notebook. What do I have to say to myself? I cannot but entrust myself to fate. May this change in appearance and these vapors, despite this stench, enhance the flavor as they do for the grappas, seasoned cheeses, and cured meats, for I well know that spoiled food at times holds unexpected effects. So we're purposely eating spoiled food on purpose. Yep, we seem normal. This guy has like 9 stomachs. Oh goodness gracious, what is this now? What do you have to tell me? It does not make it any better, by the way. You journaling in your notebook. Acting like you're better than everyone else. As always. Oh my gosh. This time the tasting was like a walk through the height of summer, a murky tangled path through a flowered garden, where the way was painted in color and breathed fragrances like a dream. In the vast and luminous expanse it seemed as if the entire course of my life flowed before me. The path opened beneath an arch of dentate ivy. I made my way down a gorge, through patches of light and shadow, stepping where the branches parted into pools of golden mucosa, and beneath the trees on my left, indistinct blankets of Aryngel primroses stretched out like a carpet. The air seemed to lay soft kisses upon my skin. From the deep belly of the wood came the cooing of wild doves, mingled with the warm, gastric gurgling of the welcoming brook. The ground there was so overlain with primroses that Avoiding them was impossible, lost as they were in the digestive churn. The sweetness of the air and the green of the fronds, dripping with enzymatic liquors, almost filled me with reverence. At last I emerged from the garden, through an orifice of hedges and brambles, sweaty and disheveled like a man freshly torn from his mother's womb. Okay, you strange little sociopathic person. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, cut the meat. Yes, I, the Italian chef, must have more of this alien goodness. This gourmet alien food. Oh. Guess you should have ate it all yesterday. Right in the notebook. Well, this is where my self-importance has led me to. I hope you enjoy. Is he gonna curse the beast for dissolving? Or whatever it did? That makes me feel better. I know he's gonna come out. I know he's gonna get me. In the end, it has left me alone, yet a new energy surges within me, flowing from the top to bottom, carried like the boldness deep in my most hidden bowels. I myself, it seems, am changed. It is the simplest explanation, and yet the wretchedest one. Thus, why shouldn't I have become a part of the splendid essence, a link in the metabolic chain that always finds its final rest in the vilest of excretions? Now what do I do? Use the bucket in the cellar. For what? What do you need a bucket for? Let's see, where is that bucket? In fact, no. That's the wrong way. Where's the bucket? Is that a bucket? No. I don't know where the bucket is. What's the bucket for? Where's it at? Oh, here it is, right? That's it, right? It won't let me click it. That must not be it. Ah, here we go. Perfect. What? Collect the feces? Oh! Ew! Why would you do that? Oh, God. I mean, that's the only meat you have left of it. I'll chop it up, I guess. Ugh. Slice the bread. We're gonna make a feces sandwich, I guess. That's your next best dish to the cuisine. The alien made a fool out of you. It did. Making you eat your own shit. Ew. Ew. Oh, God. How much of this do I have to go through? Oh. Why? Oh, no. Oh, God. No. The universe is just like, what the hell are you doing, you weirdo? What a catastrophe. A sharp, biting taste, filthy as a gutter rag. What do you expect? It's literal shit. A faded memory of my once pristine purity. Perhaps, too diluted, the spirit of tastiness and delight has scattered along the way. Perhaps its graces and virtues have surrendered to the stomach, and from there to the flesh entirely. Nothing remains for me now but to surrender to one last attempt. You're gonna do it again? You're gonna do it again. That's what I hear. Go. Okay. You're gonna cut meat from your own hand, aren't you? Yep. I am the meat now. How are you alive? How can you move? How did you manage to do that? It must be the alien or the shit, whichever one. That's what you get, though. That's what you get for chopping up that poor alien. Meat to the pan. Got it. Write in a notebook. Oh, the pain. I noticed with a certain astonishment a twitch in my lashes and tears from my blurred vision, and yet by some cruel contraction my eyes burned like flames on dry stubble scorched by their own dryness, like earth cracked by a drought, and the very drought of the soul which has already drained every last tear before it can fall. And thus it happens like who gazes too long upon the high sun, finding no haven in the shadow of night. I feel myself consumed by fire without a single tear to quench the blaze. Yeah, that's what that poor alien felt, didn't he? We're just gonna eat it right then. Not even gonna garnish it. This is what happens when you get trapped in a drug addiction, children. We cannot do this. You end up chopping yourself to bits or eating your own fecal matter, and you don't want to find yourself doing that. I feel my vigor leaving me, yet I still breathe in the glory of the tasting. Little time remains, and I must make the most of it, so that my final work may take shape. God, spirit, or devil, whoever you are, grant me one last faithful taste. Grant me but a thread of oil over this tempered-edged pointage of my very life. Go to the cellar, grab the cleaver, cut yourself up, chop yourself. If you're ever hungry, you could just, did you know you could just eat yourself, you know? You ever hungry enough, you could just, just devour your own body, you know? Ugh, I knew that alien would come back. I don't know if it's the guilt. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. The galaxy looks pulsating. Severely. And wow, that thing just dragged us straight into outer space where we can no longer collect our wine. Created for the Spaghetti Invasion Game Jam in 2025. Wow, that was actually very horrifying. It pushed boundaries, which I never thought I'd have to go across. And yeah, I enjoyed this game. I also enjoyed the fine lettered words upon the notepad, which I had to read, even. All very good. All very good. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for making the game. And making it so I can access it and play it myself. And I hope everyone enjoyed that as much as they could. And, yeah, I hope, you received as much enjoyment from that as you possibly could. And you have a great day. That was Cucina Stellata. Great horror. Very disturbing. I enjoyed it. Good job. And have a great day. Thank you. And goodbye.